we just got back from the post office picking up our bees.
Hey y'all, I'm Tiffany. Welcome to our channel. I'm so glad you decided to click on this video and join us today.
We ordered a package of bees from Mountain Sweet Honey. They're in Georgia. You can order bees a couple of ways. You can order packages like we did, and they come in a mesh box, screened box with some food in there with them, and the queen is in her own separate box, and they can send them in the mail that way. You can also get nukes that you can go and pick up, which is like a box that already has the bees, the queen, actual frames where they're already working. You can just take those frames and put them in your hive. But we ordered a package of bees. We put them in our new beehive. Y'all know I'm excited about this. I've been researching bees and talking about bees for a couple of years now, and I wanted to make sure. Sometimes you just have to jump in. I wanted to be prepared, have some basic knowledge, but at some point you have to go for it. And here we are, going for it. This beehive right here, it is from Vivor, and I actually reached out to them and asked if they would send it to us because we've worked with them before and have had really good success and luck with everything we've used from them. Our chicken pluckers, knife sharpeners, tools, anything you might need around your home, your homestead, they have it at a good price and it's good quality, and I'm confident in pointing you in their direction. So I reached out to them and asked if they would send this hive, and I'll put a link down in the description box. I'm gonna show it to you, and then you're just gonna get to be with us today as we put bees in our new beehive. Justin and I put this together. It took us maybe an hour, maybe a little bit more, and you can get different size beehives. This one has one deep box and a super. We'll actually take this off and let the bees just work on this bottom part for now, and then we'll put this back on. But it came with this bottom plate, an entrance reducer, the deep box, one super, has a queen excluder, has the top plate and the top to keep any water from getting down in there. So these boxes have viewing windows, and when I first reached out to Vivor to ask about, the roosters are going to talk to you, to ask about the beehive, they told me that they were making some upgrades. And what I've noticed, so when I was first researching these beehives, the complaint, that one of the only complaints that people had was that when you opened these viewing windows, this was just an open hole, and that just wasn't practical. So now what they've done is they've sent a piece of plexiglass that covers that hole, so you can actually open up the windows and see in without the bees coming out or being too disturbed. So every box has a viewing window. Gonna get everything ready to put these bees in. I've got some sugar water ready. We're gonna mist that on the bees before we put them in the box, kind of keep them from flying off and help us when we knock the box down before we flip them over. I've got a little bit of fondant ready that I'm gonna put on the top. They don't really need it right now here in Alabama. There's plenty for them to eat, but I wanna encourage them to stay in that box. Bees can do something called absconding when you put them in a box, learning all these things, and that would mean that they just leave, and I don't want them to do that. So I'm going to give them a little extra food in the box, and the queen will still be in her little box. We'll take the plug off the sugar in. They'll be working on eating that sugar away. That'll give them something to do to encourage them to stay in the box. And then that entrance reducer that came with the beehive, we've set it to the smallest hole, the smallest entrance hole, so that's less for them to have to guard. Hopefully they stay with us. We already love them. We already are attached, and we want them to stay.
Stop banging the top of that. What are you gonna do with that?
high up. We'll just sit it somewhere. And you could leave this on there, but you just have to take the frames out.
How are you doing all that in the beekeeper outfit?
I know I should have done that before I put this thing on.
How much of these you made out?
That's enough.
So is he in like a little box?
Alright, now you can just knock them down.
What now?
Finish taking it off.
Oh, bee!
Back up. Alright, I'm going to take this out, and then you can put that back, lay that back over the hole. Maybe knock them down again.
Fly out. Get you.
Let me knock them off a bit.
No. No. No.
What is this?
Sugar water.
How big is it?
Should be about it. There it comes.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide it this way while you slide it that way. She's in there somewhere.
No, she's right here. We gotta take her out now.
Hmm. Killing some.
That's that way. That's his baby.
Yeah. Take her off there.
Is she in something?
She's in a cage.
Look, they're coming out.
It's okay if some of them come out. Hang on.
I eat bees. I eat bees. The bees. Ah, okay. That's where the queen is. Oh, I see.
Let me get a close up of her.
Yeah, she's the big one. She's the bigger one. Yeah.
Daddy!
Those are in there taking care of her. See that comb they'd already started to make right there?
Yeah.
There's a plug on each end. We need to take the one out of that end where the sugar is. Do you see it on the end of
I
it?
see it.
Hey, Mom!
Hey, darling. Why did you take that out of the bag?
Did you eat it?
Yeah, she's been eating on it. Out of that?
Yes.
Okay.
How? How? How?
Alright, so we need to put the rest of these frames back in here to make sure it holds it.
How is she going to come out of that?
Well, we gotta shake the bees into it.
Huh? Oh, you gotta shake. Well, it'll be okay then. It'll be
Spray some of these with. Can you pick some of these up so I can spray them?
Yeah, move them.
What I'm doing right here is spraying some of that sugar water. It's a 1-to-1 sugar water on these foundations to encourage the bees to start working on them. And Justin stapled that box with the queen in it to one of the frames to hold her secure while they work on eating that sugar away to let her out. I did get the jacket and the gloves and the things because I wasn't sure how comfortable I would be working with the bees. My hope was that I would get more and more comfortable and be able to do this without those things. But I got them because I wasn't sure. And y'all, as you can see, we all got pretty comfortable with them pretty quick.
Okay.
I think it's okay to leave that little extra space in there right now.
Yeah.
We'll put the other
Are
frames
you
in.
gonna have to take the queen out?
Alright.
No, she'll eat her. They'll get her out.
We don't need this right now. You put that over. We'll just put it over here.
Okay.
So they'll eat through that sugar on the top. She'll come out and we'll start taking care of her. You got to put the other frames back in, don't you?
Yeah, but we need to get the bees in there first.
Okay.
Again now.
Are they down?
Most part. Want me to do it?
Are they down?
Yeah, they're down.
Take the top off.
There's still a bunch in there. You might have to do them like this, each side. Like,
Yeah, do them like that.
just sit it here for a little bit and then come back out and move it. I don't want to squish them. I'll just let them sit there for a minute. We shook most of them down in there. We sprayed them a little bit of sugar water, knocked them down in the box, and then dumped them in. But we're going to let that sit there for just a little while and let the rest of them go down in the box, and then we can put our lid back on. It's a few hours later. We had to go to some ball games and different things, and I came back out here to check on the bees. Of course I did. I'm not going to open it up. I'm going to give them a few days to work on it before I go messing with anything. But I've already discovered a few things. One, I'm actually a lot more comfortable with them than I thought I would be, and they've not been aggressive. I was also really impressed because what we did was we shook out as many as we could, and then we took and we laid the box that they came in right here close to the front, the entrance to the hive. Helicopter. And the rest of them came out, and I'm assuming went into the box. They cleaned any of the dead ones out of the box. So from my research, it seemed like it was pretty normal to have, I think it was like a ½ inch of dead bees in the bottom of the box when it arrives, just because of their life cycle and the shipping and all those things. Well, there was only like a handful of dead bees in the package, but they cleaned all of those out. It's pretty neat. I will open the front right here, this window, and let you see. It's afternoon, so the sun is like really bright. Can you see? Hang on, it's kind of got a glare. I'm trying to get where the glare cooperates and y'all can actually see them. That is so cool. Alright, I'm going to put the window back on. I don't want to disturb them too much. Let them work. In a couple of days, I'll open it up and see if the queen has made it out of the little box. I'm already amazed by them, y'all. Well, welcome to our new beekeeping adventure. Come along for the ride as we continue to grow around our little homestead. I'll keep you updated, let you know how it goes, and y'all can be a part of this with us. Sure is fun seeing things grow and seeing things happen around here. I'm happy. I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. I was gonna wave with some chicken feed. Bye, y'all.